Thank you guys for everybody for coming. Don't touch the mic. Okay, I'm your last storyteller. She showed up in a long, colorful peasant dress and a flowing top with a big brimmed hat, like she was going to be working in the garden, and a basket of flowers. And he was in a blue suit that was a little too tight with a skinny little tie, must have been his favorite from a long time ago. They were in their 80s and they were getting married. You see, I'm a justice of the peace for the state of Massachusetts, so I have the privilege of performing a lot of weddings on Cape Cod. And I remember when she called and she had that voice that told me she was older. And she said, would you be able to marry us at 4 o'clock on a Wednesday? I know it's an odd time, but 4 o'clock on a Wednesday at Bourne Farm. And I said, absolutely. How many people will be in attendance? She said, just us and our best friends. I said, terrific. So tell me your story. She said, well, I'm 82 and he's 84. And instantly I thought, oh, such hope. And she said, I remember him from high school when he would clickety-clack down the hall in his cleats. He was a football player. And he'd carry his leather cap because it was before helmets. And every once in a while, he'd look over at me at my locker, and I'd catch the glimpse. Oh, she said, I loved him then, but I played in the band, and the football players didn't hang with the band girls. I think it's still the same today. Anyway, I said, oh, it's so romantic. That's such a romantic story. So why did you wait till 80 or whatever to get married? She said, well, he went off to war, and we never spoke in high school. I married, he married, we had children, we married again, had more children. And at our 55th high school anniversary reunion, we met again. And we've been together ever since. So I said, oh, I'm so touched. I'm so happy to do this for you. I can't wait to see you a month from now on a Wednesday at 4 o'clock at the Bourne Farm. This will be fun. And she's like, thank you, honey. I can't either. So I was truly excited. This is like true romance after all these years, and they have a shared history, which was so neat. And they had 7 years together since that reunion. So I knew it was going to last. And then I get the call. She says, oh, I'm so sorry. I hate to disturb you, and I hate to do this, but we've called off the wedding. I said, Peg, oh, okay. I didn't want to pry. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Keep me posted. A few days pass, and I'm really bothered by it. Her girlfriend was my girlfriend, so I called her up, and I said, hey, what's going on with Peg? What happened? She goes, oh, you know what? She's a little embarrassed that she called off the wedding. If you called her just to check in, it may still be a go. I said, okay. So I called her. I said, Peg, I'm a social worker at Hart, and I was so intrigued by your love story, and I just want to check in. Are you okay? And she said, oh, you know what? I got to tell you, I think we still want to do it. Do you still have time? And I said, yeah, I'll see you there, 3 o'clock on a Wednesday at the Bourne Farm, the 4 of you. I'm in. So she showed up in this beautiful outfit, looking like a throwback from Woodstock. And he, like the financial advisor from Wall Street that he was. And they cried through the whole ceremony, which, by the way, makes me cry because I'm a softie. And it was absolutely beautiful. And I took the wedding photos because they didn't have a photographer. And as is customary, I sent out my happy first Christmas to all my brides and grooms, brides and brides. And occasionally I'll get back a Christmas card with a picture of the wedding or the first baby or, the house they bought or whatever. But this time he called me. And he said, just as cool, which always sounds so funny. Just as cool, we so appreciated that card. It really was the best day of our lives, and you were so gracious to deal with us through all the trouble, and I just want to tell you that you really made the day special. And I said, well, thank you. So how's it going? He said, well, you know when Peg called and canceled the wedding? I said, yeah. She goes, well, she had just gotten diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I said, oh, gosh, I am so sorry. And she didn't want to burden me with her dying, which I thought was completely unfair of her to make that decision for me. So I got down on one knee and I said to her, honey, let me escort you out. And that's how we ended up married. She died between the holidays, and we had 3 beautiful months together, and I escorted her out. To which I said, I love my job, I love my job, I love my job, because isn't that what love's about? I'm going to say thank you so much for coming tonight, and I hope your loved ones are here to escort you out.